Hello, how's it going? Get ready for mind blowing, right? Yeah, it's been pretty mind blowing, um, but very hard to describe. But as I was editing some more images, and I'll be honest, I've noticed I went through right away, as I usually do when some type of event takes place like this. Since I've had my channel, I take notice when, some sort of event, especially something involving the sky happens, and I'll take screenshots and yeah, just go through and edit and see what I see that sticks out or looks like an anomaly, which, at this point, the entire sky is an anomaly. But right here, just as I suspected, this is a holy fire, so I highly recommend that, you all get a hold of these pictures for yourself and start putting contrast on them, and you can see it's so cool. And I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and let's see if I can show you what I mean. This isn't the best setup once again, but all that matters is that you can see what I'm showing you. So if you'll look at the edges right here, just like I see in the clouds, it's like an etheric, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe you guys can help me. You can let me know if you see it. There's a ton of spheres, which we know that a lot of things are cloaked in spheres, but these look like little parts, and oh, I just don't know. I just don't know. Let's take a look here, see if I can show you what I mean. Look at the edges, okay? I got my thing, notifications on for YouTube, the ones that I actually get. Okay, see, the sphere, and hey, look, I just got your notification, Zeus. That's so funny for you too. At least your notifications go out. That's a plus for you, for your channel. Okay, so that's what I'm working with here. Can you see up here, especially on the top, it's really visible. So I believe this is an image that's like the firefighters are standing there looking back. It's really interesting. But like I was about to say, I noticed that they're cutting. This is the fire in the cathedral in France, and I went ahead and took screenshots yesterday because I noticed that there was some etheric activity going on. Just like I see in the sky, I'm seeing the same objects. So it's Sophia and the amazing, beautiful alien being that I've shown you. Yeah, that is, we're all seeing the same thing is what I believe. And so that's what I believe, and you guys can see this for yourself. I'm not creating this with my mind, no. Yeah, I'm pretty censored as it is, but thank you. Good call. So this being that I see, yeah, you're right though, right? Is check it out. I was saying I really think it's Diva from The Fifth Element. And let me see. Bear with me here. everybody. Yeah, this chick right here. Yeah, this one, this girl. And then here she is. I was editing the clouds, and it's hard to believe and it's hard to understand, and I don't really know exactly how it all works, even though I watch it very closely. Yeah, she is hot, that's for sure. So there she is in the clouds as well. And there's ships right next to her, which I can show you in some other images. Yeah, this is from yesterday. So it's all very interesting. Right there in the midst of the holy fire. If and when a holy fire takes place, I'm getting word that we won't be burned by the holy fire. But yeah, you can see a perfect sphere right there and a blue one here. And it looks like another red one there, but you know, I don't know. I mean, there is smoke too, obviously, so it's very difficult to understand what's happening. Now this sticks out to me, and I thought, oh no, it's just one of those, you know, your mind wants to make a face out of something, and that's not the case with this. Very clear spheres, yes, and very clear spheres within the chords of her. Yeah, spheres everywhere, and strings of pearls, like behind in the sky, like pearls draping over things. But they're etheric, they're ghost pearls. They're literal ghost pearls, and they're very hard to see, and they're very hard for me to try to... Yes, thank you very much, Free Press. That's beautiful. Such a beautiful reminder. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, I can't really get it across the way I'm seeing it, so I guess just like my message is to take some screenshots and check it out. Because these are the images that are on all of the news stations. So right now we do have aliens on the news, but nobody freaking realizes it. So let me see what other cool things I have for you. You can see there's something going on down there. And I've seen that type of... Actually, yeah, I think that's her actual craft. Right there. Where it looks like there's sky poking through down the middle in a line of spheres. I captured that next to, right behind the cathedral that I pass every so often, that I try to capture whenever I pass it. Yeah, so maybe I should pull that up because, wow, it's a freaking match. It's an exact match. Where do I have that? Space is not real. Yeah, it's definitely not the space that anybody thought it was. I would agree with that. Okay, Scratch. You never heard that theory? Come on. Alright. I believe that this is the Mother of God, the Holy Spirit. Truly. Truly, truly, that this is the Mother of God. But yeah, there was that puff of smoke. That's what I want to get to again. I can see just... It's like the etheric barnacles that are on the edges of clouds that I've been seeing. It's like the whole etheric world that's just cloaked in Han purple, and at the same time, it's ether. So it shows up very different than, you know, matter on Earth. But this is all living, the living waters of heaven are coming down to earth. And I believe that's what we're seeing. And it's always lined with orbs. Yes, I saw that we are in the womb of Sophia, and she's about to give birth. And I'm finding that that might be very literal. And in that way, you might be able to get away with saying like space isn't real or whatever, because it's not what we thought at all. I agree with that. But the simulation is different than I believe people are interpreting it. I think that hold on a second. I think that the simulation is the stage, the world stage that we see. And the simulated reality is all of the lies and the media and yeah, the world stage. The false flags. That's the simulated reality. Who's deceiving? I never try to mislead anybody, nor do I try to make anybody believe anything I say or change their path. In fact, most of what I say fits right in with just about everybody. It fits in across the board. So I believe that Jesus came to teach that, or Christ, or whoever, because I'm not going to get into that debate here, learned when she came back incarnated as Emmanuel, fell from the sky, just like, in a meteor, just like we're seeing now. Meteors and asteroids are aliens coming to Earth. Emmanuel came to Earth and, did the things that we read about, I believe, for the most part. But I don't think that he was the one crucified. I believe that she, Queen Inanna, the Holy Spirit, was the one crucified. But nobody even really knows about that incarnation. And I'm personally trying to get more information. But it's something that's come through clearly for me in code. And we all have our different ways of communicating. I use the living word. Gematria is the living word, but, I guess you kind of just match up with whatever entity it is that you're communicating with the most. And the one that I cite is the Holy Spirit. Good evening. So quickly back to the couple things. Yeah. Etheric stuff popping up, lining everything that it touches. So this stuff, excuse my table, I'm just kind of like doing my little strange setup that I have again here, just to try to share this the best that I can. Which one is this? Okay, so this is one of these where I just kind of shot this, and there was some interesting stuff here. Here, like, there are spheres that are just lining, excuse my awful camera work here, lining, like, the bottom of the leaf. Do you see that? Like, I'm not really clear on where they're coming from, but those are etheric, and, yeah. So, yeah, the living waters are coming to Earth. I'm wondering if that's how everything is transforming so quickly and so beautifully, and why the skies are so freaking crystal gorgeous blue. Colors that I don't even remember from when I was little. Like Tesla even talks about remembering colors from when he was young that he was seeing during his personal awakening. And this blue is just incredible because this is a different cycle. This is a cycle where everything's coming together all at once. And duality is ending. It should be a really beautiful thing. But yeah, you know, if you look close enough, you see all kinds of stuff going on. And I figure that I just jump on here, and I'm not sure how it translates this way, but it doesn't always make it. The details don't always make it by the time I upload to you. I'm not concerned. I want to say something too. The thing that everybody is, I think, maybe fearful of right now, that I'm kind of feeling that maybe that Satan will be falling from the sky. I have a couple of people in here that can probably back me up. He will be ascending from a pit. He's going to be coming from a pit, I believe, inner earth, up, ascending up. So anyway, what I show you is still true. I believe that's why nobody really refutes it. This is definitely truth, what I believe it is. It's not that I want the monopoly on truth. It's just, that's what I've found, and I've been seeking really clearly, really definitively. It's just come through so clearly for me in so many different ways. And I just want to share that as quickly. I don't know why I feel an urgency to share this information. I really do. Now look at that. You can see the iridescent orbs. Remember, this is all from the news stations. This is all just screenshots that I'm taking and that anybody can take. Yeah, Satan's not going to be falling from the sky. And as far as this being predicted and set up, that is absolutely not the case. Prophecies are written by Saturn, by Satan. So I'm just getting that word, and I'm not clear on the details. I don't necessarily have proof. And I'm really glad that, you know, we are all following our hearts these days instead of trying to cite things like everybody was a couple of years back. No, yeah, I don't want to but you know, this whole Mother of God, Holy Spirit thing, like that pretty much fits in with everybody's faith. And so I really would like everybody to have peace, no matter what they believe. That's really what I want to show. But there's many paths, and one truth is what I believe that Christ came to teach when Christ came to teach during that incarnation, which was probably more than just that one. I'm sure I'm finding out about several Christ incarnations, and all of the figures, the interdimensional travelers that I believe are Christ figures, are definitely beautiful, amazing teachers. So, pretty sure that this time, Sophia, Mother Earth, the Holy Spirit, Christos, Sophia, is super tired of all the BS. So, we're going to try to get it right this time. So how is everybody doing? Does anybody have anything on their mind? I haven't really been looking at chat. I have put some pretty shocking stuff. I've been explaining that I see some sort of large creature, and that is the case. I'm seeing things totally different now, and I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to share it. I hadn't shared it right off the bat, what I was seeing, but I think that it's showing up places like this, and it's a very large serpent type creature, dragon type, serpent type, amazing creature. But this is like much bigger than Earth realm itself. I really don't know how to begin. I will try to show you what I speak of. Right here, you can see the texture. So I've been saying that these cloud systems, which are star systems shrouded in serpentine clouds, the message I got, these are the wings of the winged disc, the dragon. The dragon is God. Jupiter and Sophia are dragons at some level. Like, I'm really not understanding fully how, because I believe that we're made in their image as well. And everything I'm learning from the living word is saying that yes, they are advanced humans at some level. You can see the etheric lining is starting to show up more and more. It's been hard for me to edit it lately. It really has. But it's exciting to see as I move the different contrasts up and down. And all I do is use contrast and saturation. So I don't, yeah, isn't that awesome? It's going to be rebuilt. That's what it's all about, like doing it the right way and removing the people from power. I mean, I see a very etheric sphere right there that I didn't see before. I don't know if anybody else can see what I'm seeing. But this is what I mean. Like in a few days, I might look back and in this picture, it will be this like blue sphere that I'm starting to see here will be popping out very clearly. And that's what I mean when I say that things are Mandela affected. Yeah, just lots of interesting images. And when you look closer, there really truly is a lot to see. And I just think that we can start to understand how things work a little bit better on earth as it is in heaven. Yes, you know, that's what's happening. From dark earth to light earth, it's truly happening. And I'm looking closely and I'm capturing little ways on how, so I just wanted to share that with you all. What did I see? Oh yeah, see, I mean, there's just a bunch of orbs down there. It's all spheres. So this must be a holy fire, and I'm not really clear on what they're doing or how it's possible. But it's just a bunch of bubbles. And that's a really interesting splotch right there. It's really weird, like it looks different than anything I'm used to seeing. But then again, I screenshotted something from the news, so I don't know what that is. But the bubble orbs sure do stick out to me right there. just a pile of them coming from the smokestack or coexisting with the smokestack. I mean, I saw a picture, let me see if I'm going to get to it, where, yeah, see, there it is normally. Maybe a little contrast on that one. Where, yeah, something was coming out. It looked like angels in the fire. I might have already gone past that one. Yeah, see, some of these were just not quality because I'm taking pictures of pictures and it doesn't really turn out well, but you can still start to see there's definitely stuff going on above and beyond, which we all know that. Yeah, what's up with that, Jerry? I heard something about the locusts. Oh, see here, this is a good example. This almost seems like a portal. So I can go back to the original. Okay. Now this is interesting. Oh, wish I could turn it for you. Alright, I'll do my best here. Now that's the background normally without contrast. So my interest is, what's going on in the background? Who's on site? What are they doing? Do they look like, what I normally see here? Are they in action? So I just wanted to see what was going on. So I found as many as I could, and it was hard to find actual images of the sky in these pictures. It really was. It's almost like they didn't, uh-oh, my phone might die. It's almost like they didn't, purposely were getting rid of the sky shots as much as possible. See, you can see this is low quality, a picture of a picture, but you can definitely start to see shapes. Again, the etheric shapes popping out. So they definitely look like they're doing something up there. For sure. And right there's a good example. But they have been cloaking themselves quite well lately. Oh my gosh. I never get messages until updates all of a sudden. These lives are hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it doesn't work out too well, so I apologize about the quality. Hopefully it's not so bad. I'll show you a couple things before I go, but yeah, that was pretty significant. And I know that won't translate by the time I can get it to you. So yeah, I encourage you to take your own screenshots if you see any that are interesting and see what you see up there. Okay, what else? Yeah, just those spheres like we saw in the being. See, there's the pearls. Yay, can you see? It's like a string of pearls back there, like in the purple. Yeah, I can't even point without moving the place. So truly amazing. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, and really these aren't my captures. That's the even more exciting part about this, because I'm not projecting this. The world must be. if that's how it works. But I believe that there are extraterrestrial ships. The Queen, Inanna, has returned. Christos Sophia, the Holy Spirit, and, you know, her throne is the sun. And they've been coming closer for a while, and they've arrived. And they're here. And come to find out, she is... I can't think with all these updates and stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come to find out, the Holy Spirit is the goddess Nemesis, who is the queen of retribution and fortune, and doing what's right, and helping people regain their sovereignty. So I'm not really sure what everybody else is saying out there, but I know that I don't like it. Hey, Gigi. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Lisa. Two Lisas. And I love you both. Okay, what else do I have to show you real quick? Pretty much every picture, you know, that I took a screenshot of has something interesting going on. That's right, Jerry. I'm right there with you on that. God did not lead us all this way just to let us fail. My phone's about to die anyway, so just give me a minute. Oh, can't see. Sometimes the comments pop up right in front of what I'm doing. Like I can't see all of a sudden. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you see a lion? I have seen so many lions. Now, this looked like one of those. It looked like an angel of some sort. Definitely an object. And I think that I put contrast on it and saw that. Let's see. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm doing terrible today. Definitely. I've been getting some amazing codes. I would love to share it with you. Hang on a second. All right. I'm going to hang out for a minute because my phone is now plugged in. Hopefully you can see all right. All right, let me try to take this serious for a minute. I definitely see a spear, and I usually do, you're right, see a lion that accompanies a certain spear, one of the main runners, and I do wonder if that is King David, Lion of the tribe of Judah. Oh, good night, Stephanie. Thank you so much for being here. You are very loved. You can see anything through any filter, cloud screen. Yeah, it's showing up a lot more clearly lately, for sure. You know, that is where I've spent some serious time. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, I don't know of any gold spears in the structure or on top of the structure. Not at all. I've been there, and so that must be something. Yeah, I believe that the sundog is the actual torus field of the different gods. And yeah, basically the gods emanating. And I have a video about that, Mr. I'm on it. It's called Why the Sundog. Look up the fifth world, Why the Sundog. Let me see what else I wanted to say. Yeah, I didn't really want to get into the whole Lucifer is Sophia thing, but I know that that's a narrative out there. I know that that's like one way that they're trying to scare people, that when this is going, because obviously it's starting to show up, you know, they're going to say, well, that's Lucifer, that's Satan coming down from heaven. And no, that's not the case. That's actually the Holy Spirit, Queen Tiamat, the mother of creation, the Holy Spirit, Maitreya. The goddess of retribution. False flag. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that the Queen of Heaven has everything to do with this, or the two witnesses. So not for like, I mean, she's been warning evil for so long. And that's the way I see this right now. But I know a lot of people are not, you know, seeing it for what it is, what I believe it is. I know a lot of people are not at all seeing it. Not at all seeing it. For what I really, truly have come to understand that is taking place. Like, this is Jesus returning, literally. This is actual Christ returning right now. This is the return of Christ. This is one of the more significant debuts that I've seen. Yeah. So that's what this is. I've been saying this is what I've been speaking about. Excuse me. This is what I've been speaking about. And see, yes, they're going to make people believe that, or they're going to try to make people believe, but everybody will know that this is God. You can see how beautiful these things are, even in the smoke. It's a holy fire. What else can I say about it? It's the living waters coming down. Yes, I am fully aware, Jerry. Can you give me some thoughts on that, if you have any insights? For a while, I was under the impression that, excuse me, with my, that's an interesting one. For a little while there, I thought maybe I was being raptured into the fifth dimension. And I had a vision that many of us were surrounded by frequencies, and basically earth bubbles, earth spheres would come and descend down. Yeah. And cover places and people that had gone through, oh, what's that? Whoa, you guys. This is a still picture, so I'm not really sure what that is, but do you see it? Holy shit. You guys. You see that? It's moving on its own. What in the... Oh my gosh, so that little sphere, do you see it? It's flashing. I've seen this happen on Gina Maria Colvin Hill's videos. Wow. Now it's gone. Did you all see that? Oh, wow. Now I'm tripping, right? Oh, wow. That was so freaking cool. All right. Neato. That was fun. You saw it, clear blue jay? Holy shit, man. Yes, that was so fun. Yeah, it's a photo. Yep. Weird. Hi, Aphrodite. Crispy Shahid. Hello. That was really cool. This picture with the... Okay, let me get back to the being, and then I want to share a couple of messages that I got. And then I gotta finish making like a second dinner. What are everybody's thoughts right now? Does anybody have any thoughts they can share with me? Yeah, an orb moving on a still photo. That was really freaking cool. That was insanely cool. That was awesome. I've seen that happen on Gina Maria Colvin Hill's pictures. That will happen. It's happened with the sun on mine in the past when I used to film the sun a lot. But wow, that not like that. That was a photograph, yeah. That was, yes. That was a photograph that I got as a still shot from the news. And that's kind of just why I came on really quick, just to say, hey, everybody, you guys can do the same thing I'm doing, where I'm not creating this. We're all looking at the same thing. And I believe that those ships are responsible. And I believe that this is causing so much confusion. And I feel very, very clear on it, even though I don't sound like I do. Do I? The sky is gray. Yeah. The gray blanket is actually, yeah, behind the gray blanket, exactly. And I'm seeing that thin more and more, and it's like plasma. And I see the aurora borealis coming through and like busting through it. And I believe that that blanket is, I mean, it's clearly the firmament, right, that we're talking about. I believe that it's some sort of a magnetic frequency hold that Saturn has. on our realm. I know that Mercury suspends the atmosphere, is what I've read. I believe that that plasma ball that we see, I believe that that's Mercury, son of Revelations. Well, I am coming from the school of thought that realms, that Earth is a realm and that planets and planetary spheres are realms on Earth. So that really changes things it changes everything. All right, let me quickly go through these. But yeah, so I showed you the diva from the fifth element. Should I go back and show you again? I know, it's really amazing. I'm kind of spinning. I'm kind of trying to get my thoughts together, obviously. But yeah, I see the detail. That's clearly a being. It's clearly extraterrestrial. Well, I'm going to get going, but I hope everybody has a great evening. And I will try to share the codes soon, I guess. Let me just read them off real quick. Yeah, the girl, Diva, yeah, exactly. It looks just like her. That's what I wanted to show you. But people are bugging me today. If you really want to know the truth, I'm like super irritated right now. That's why I can't even think straight. Nothing's working right. So anyway, but it's weird. I'm not like as irritable as I was a few months ago. Every day I was so irritated all day and frustrated. And I'm so glad that went away. I don't feel that way anymore, thank God. Definitely part of the purging process. But you know, they're playing on that frustration for people, and I just think it's sad. It's affecting, like, the collective, the way the collective feels is affecting everybody. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you. I've been thinking about you. Didn't you go traveling? Are you back? Dimensional doorways, absolutely, because Jupiter, I saw, and that's a beautiful way to put it. Thank you, Skyhawk. Dimensional doorways are the planets. Beautiful. I'm seeing that Jupiter is fifth dimensional Earth. Saturn was the 3D matrix, and Jupiter is fifth dimensional Earth. You drop gold where on your channel? Everybody go to Jordan's channel and listen to the gold that he drops. I definitely will. Thank you. Honestly, I'm trying to stay off YouTube because I don't really want to hear what people have to say because they're all lying. Satan is not going to fall from the sky like lightning, but in fact, Satan is going to ascend from a pit from below. So I believe that this was a depiction of her, who turns out to be the Holy Mother. All of the figures, but not all of them, not Venus. I'm a little bit torn on that. I'm not really clear on the whole Venus thing. Oh my god. Have you guys seen that stuff? Oh, it went away. This chick that makes prison food. So interesting. I watched this other girl, Emmy from Made in Japan. Is that what she's called? Emmy Made in Japan. She's the cutest Japanese girl, and she makes all these different, like, Depression era foods and prison foods. Weird stuff. Foods. Weird stuff. Okay, so let me get back to... Yeah, I love watching cooking channels. Like, interesting cooking channels, but... Now, I do love this stuff, because this was, like, super interdimensional. And I saw some of the pearl-like features and the etheric orb features that I speak of. The interdimensional purple features, and that's right there, like on the front page of every newspaper. It's just in a realm that we can't see. I mean, look, since yesterday, there's like a ship that's showing up right there. What is that? There's like a ship that's showing up right there. What is that? No kidding. I don't think that's part of the artwork. You can see plenty of the artwork in the back, you know, that's not a part of it. But then you can see this purple, these purple spears right here. And this blue energy, this blue light. So it's just crazy. And yeah, it's the red and blue Kachina. And you can see their lights all throughout this. The second I turn the saturation up, the same colors that I see over here come out. There's been a couple of times, once over Christmas and once a few weeks ago, where these two colors were laying in stripes across the entire sky. So that's just like on the other side of that beam that I was showing you. And so yeah, there she is again. I present to you Diva. Apparently, she's right there on scene, on the front page of every newspaper. So you guys, we have aliens in the news. I actually do have aliens in the news. I actually do have aliens in the newspaper. Yes, please do. One of these days I will get through my emails that I'm so freaked out about because because literally there's emails missing and there's people operating within my email, and it really freaks me out. So I'm just going to ignore that and take it back, take the power back. Alright, now I tried to explain this on my last video, so go ahead and watch that and you'll see. This is like a big, huge being, and Gigi, you're familiar with that huge, like, mantis being, or what are we seeing up there? Is that right, Lisa? I believe it. there's that being. I've gotten a picture of the face. It's like Shiva, maybe. I mean, I see a huge being. I see lots of faces, but... Oh my god. That's about what they make us say, right? They make us chant these crazy things. That's too bad. I have plenty of signal. I have 5G. I've had 5G in Florida for 2.5 years. So this is in Paris, and you can see a huge caterpillar being that I've captured by the sun many times. Huge. Wow. Probably because of what I'm showing you right now. Yeah, I'll tell you, everything's coming at me from my angle too, so it's a wonder I'm still here this moment right here on this live right now, because everything's been working against me. Are you guys there? Anybody there? That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. The butterfly being repeated. Huh. Interesting, you guys. Oh, alright. That's cool. Hi, Amy. Well, I can't blame it. But you see, the algorithms, we just have to take them back, because that is how they're keeping people asleep. That's one major way. Algorithms rule the world, and they're not playing by the rules, so things like this have to take place. Wow. Alright, well, they don't want people speaking about this. Straight up, they don't want people talking about this. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Excuse the sound of my vaporizer cigarette. You can see objects right there. And actually, I mean, I do see a lot of serpent type things going on, which is how they're going to try to make people believe, and holographic type images. What happened yesterday? Oh, what I realized, I just saw it. It's because I edit so many pictures. I identified it right away. Well, that was a really cool thing we had happen with the little orb on the still shot. That was pretty cool. I'm really starting to think about the micro and the macro, and like, are we in a fish tank, or is that a big fish tank to us? And maybe the gods are not as like huge as we think, but no. I don't know. My mind is just super wandering because we just don't have the answers. But it's more with wonder, wonderment, not fear, no fear. Yeah, that's an evil, evil publication, and anybody showing it is not working with the same Holy Spirit energy that I am. I mean, this is a war on consciousness, and that is how it's being fought. Those are their tools. I saw recently that Saturn made all the prophecies because they know how much we manifest. We do partially manifest almost everything that they throw at us. Forgive the crack in my phone, that's just a crack. So ignore that. But you can see the squirmy shapes. Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it and just being intrigued when I was still really purging fear programming heavily. But there was a time where I stopped watching Naughty Beaver videos halfway through. There was a time where I couldn't wait to hear the whole thing. When I was caught in that Saturn matrix, that's being awakened in the Saturn matrix. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to push past that. And I know that as long as you listen to your heart, you will too. If you are having doubts about what's truth and what's not. Yeah, I kind of stopped being so concerned. I just am not concerned. And at this point, they're just becoming more like the wicked that are operating to keep people asleep and to keep people in fear. Like, whoever's not telling you that this is benevolent God come to take and free humanity from enslavement, whoever's not telling you that that's really actually taking place right now, and who isn't focused on that, or who meets you where you're at and uses that as a way to invade your mind and twist things, like those types of beings that, just like we're awakened with the Holy Spirit, there's also an awakening into Saturn, and Satan rules Saturn, and it's not quite a possession as we thought, but to say that I'm glad that I am a part of God. I'm proud to be a part of God. I recognize the Holy Spirit, the Holy Mother, the Creator, my Creator, the Mother of Creation. I recognize her as God. That is how I identify. And I don't think that everybody has to agree, But I mean, as we'll see in the coming times, she deserves credit. Like, there's plenty of credit due where she is concerned. Yeah, I'm just not gonna keep concerning myself with what, like, there's a lot of people waking up right now, and for a while I was worried about what they might be learning as I was figuring out that most of what is being cycled through and most of what is being put out there, it's not just that it's not just lies. I mean, it's actually detrimental, and it causes suffering, and it changes people's fate potentially. It causes people to commit blasphemy. It's like that whole the enemy has the joke on you and blames everything on humanity, and it plays into all of that stuff. And it's really ugly, in my opinion. There's nothing that I want to be involved with. But like, they tie it with like a pretty bow lately, talking about being a starseed and ascension and whatnot. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we all need to get on the same page a little more, is what I think, because at this point, we are manifesting the outcome. We are writing the book. We're writing the rest of the book. That is why Revelations wasn't finished. That's why it ended where it did. Don't believe all the words that are in there. You have to read through the lines. You have to read through the lines. So yeah, this is Paris. These are still shots that I took from the news. Oh, good. That's great to hear, Gigi. Yeah, I've been feeling very positive. I am still avoiding like large groups or being out in huge social situations for long periods of time. It's not really my scene right now, but otherwise I am really enjoying life and the beauty of the world right now. It's quite amazing. Nice, I like that, Clear Blue Jay. The starseed, ascension, and the idea of rapture are both going to manifest the same outcome. I like that. That's really great insight or knowledge. Thank you. That's the thing. There's like a difference between opinions and insights and knowledge. Like, knowledge is knowledge. And you know it when you hear it. Well, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for so long. Once again. Oh, wow. Yeah. There's even details there. Hi, Bonnie. Cosmic Duskel, Divine Guardian, Clear Blue Jay, Lisa, Tully, Divine Guardian. Really glad to have you all here. Super sloppy live stream. But that's okay, because I want to show you something. I really had some things to show you. It's hard to understand how this is possible. It really is. So, stick with me and we'll figure it out together. We'll watch together. Because I'm not kidding. And please, please do look into Goddess Nemesis and Comet Ison. These are the living waters coming to Earth. You see that texture? There's a lot of twists and a lot of DNA spirals everywhere. It is. Hi, Divine Guardian. Yes, I agree. I agree. That's why I'm sitting here like, okay, hey guys. Like, I can't be the only one to see what's going on here. I can't. And they can't keep... It's not just them, you know. We're all going to come together. But I do feel quite stifled and censored. I'm sure they're censoring this right now, though. I can't really say that surprises me. Negativity thrown in. Like, some of it, I believe, is our higher selves. Knowing how we need to learn a lesson. A lot of times. I know. Yeah, you and me both. And then other times, yeah, I think that there's, something in the Saturn magnetic manipulated matrix that reacts to certain emotions, and it's meant to eventually, like, kill and dampen the spirit. And we just keep, like, that's why we're warriors, because we get through that anyway. And we will come out victorious. But yeah, just keep pushing through. I get still frustrated. Not as much, like I said, but, here and there. And it's annoying. Like, I just want peace. I just want peace. And so I've had messages that say, no peace is ending. No peace is ending. Hi, do you want a drink? It's fine, go ahead. That's what... Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to go. Alright. Because apparently everybody needs my attention, so I'm gonna go and... Why do you have to tell me? I'm in the middle of this, baby. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I will, Gigi. It might be getting late, and yeah, I probably need to get going. I really do. I love you guys.